Good morning. I'm Karen. I head up Amazon Pay here in the UK, as he said. We're here to talk about convenience and the connected customer today. But I'd like to start with a quote from our CEO, Jeff Bezos. And he says that when the world changes around you, and what you need to do is always lead into the future. When the world changes around you, and when it changes against you, you need to lean into that and figure out what to do. So we're in a time of very fast technological change, and this has really brought about a different kind of consumer mindset. And we're all trying to figure out what this disruption means. And so for me, I think this is a very exciting time as we focus on what the customer truly wants and how we can deliver that to them. Today, I'll talk about trends that we see overall in the industry and some of the innovations that Amazon has introduced to meet that. So if we look at the ways in which the world is changing, 10 years ago even, we wouldn't have thought about sharing our cars or sharing our homes. And the way that this economy is evolving is really moving towards what we would consider to be a move towards immediacy. So whether it's on-demand services or instant delivery, people want that instant gratification. And it's up to us as retailers to figure out how can we deliver that kind of curated content, whether it's a box of goods, a box of makeup, or the content via streaming, to the consumer in a way that they want, but on a bedrock of security and the trust that they have in us and our brands. Again, it comes down to personalizing this for the consumer, personalizing their experience, using the data that we have, and looking at how to deliver that. In an online environment, this is, again, on a bedrock of trust. This is a report that we've done recently with the Baymard Institute, who are experts based out of Copenhagen, who do a significant amount of research on consumers and the way they interact online with brands. And if you look at this, some of the top reasons that there's cart abandonment is due to trust. So if you look at the site wanted me to create an account, I didn't trust the site with my credit card information, they didn't have the payment options that I have. Fundamentally, that comes down to the customer didn't trust the site. And so how do we deliver what the consumer wants while keeping their trust in us at the forefront? And it's not just online, it's also in-store. So if we look in-store, consumers are demanding that kind of seamless online experience to also be delivered to them when they go into the store. So some retailers are using mobile phones, both in terms of allowing people to jump the queue or providing information to their associates about what the history is of the consumer journey online so that they have what the consumer wants ready to go. And this is really important. A study says that 50% of UK millennials are looking at shops that incorporate technology to make their shopping experience easier as a way that they would trust or shop in a store. And so thinking about how to bring that online experience to your in-store is really critical as we move forward. And it's even the basic things that we've been doing for quite a long time. So click and collect. You might not think that there's a lot of innovation there, but actually the studies show that click and collect will grow 78% between now and 2020. And that will grow to an $8.2 billion industry. So again, how do we bring all of the conveniences that the consumer wants to them? And one other key point about this is personalization that I had touched on in the beginning. So consumers want to know that you know them, who they are, what they like. And in fact, this shows that 78% of consumers will only engage with ads or offers if it has something to do with what they have been exposed to before. So if they like red jumpers and you give them an offer for that, then they take that. But otherwise, they'll only engage with that's been curated for them. But there's benefit in that. So it showed that 6 to 10% increase in revenues based on giving the ads that the consumer really wants. So there's a lot of benefit in personalizing for our consumers. So those are the trends we see overall. These are some innovations that Amazon has enacted due to that. So here is Amazon Fresh Pickup. This is in Seattle. So essentially you sign up for it, put your car reg number in, you can order anything, there's no minimum spend. In 15 minutes, it's ready, you pull up, they recognize your car reg number, and someone comes out and fills your boot with whatever you've bought. So again, being able to deliver that personalized experience for the consumer as quick as they want. There's also Prime Now. Hands up of anyone who's tried Prime Now? Great. So Prime Now is delivery, so you can get it here in London for 2 hours for free as a Prime member, or an hour if you pay a bit more. And that delivers everything to your door, which I used it for the first time this summer. When some friends came over for an impromptu barbecue and we realized that there was no gin and tonic in the house. And so it was a very dangerous discovery to realize that gin and tonic can come to my door in less than half an hour. But Prime Now is, again, another way of meeting that instant gratification.
Alexa, what are your deals? I have several exclusive deals, including Lindor Chocolate Deluxe Gift Box. Would you like to buy it?
Yes.
So Alexa, at Amazon, we believe that we are in the era of voice commerce. And with voice commerce, Alexa can learn your habits, your likes, and your dislikes, and that's the ultimate kind of personalization, where she says to Alexa, what offers do you have? So Alexa, again, has curated, based on her purchasing history, the offers that are relevant for her. So another way, again, of personalizing the content and delivering what consumers want. And I head up Amazon Pay, and we are delivering innovations in payments. So I'm not sure if everyone's familiar with it, so I'll just click on our little...
Tired of remembering usernames or passwords, entering card numbers or shipping addresses? Save the time and hassle by using the information already stored in your Amazon account to shop on thousands of sites and apps. It's fast, easy, and trusted by hundreds of millions of online shoppers. In just a few clicks, voila, order confirmed. Amazon Pay helps you do exactly that.
So Amazon Pay has 300 million accounts worldwide. Amazon Pay is when you use your Amazon account or your Amazon credentials to pay on another merchant's website. And so you don't have to sign up, you don't have to enter any details, exactly the way that you use Amazon today. You just automatically can use Amazon Pay. We've been used by consumers in 170 countries last year, and we're growing fast, so 5 million new buyers and an 80% increase in our merchants. But we are really focused on three things: the commerce identity, beyond the button, and trust. So the commerce identity is really about knowing who you are, and again, that identity within your Amazon account. Because fundamentally in the UK, we all have 19 different usernames and passwords that we use. And overall, Europe's e-commerce industry is 250 billion, and we have a 75% rate of cart abandonment. 75%. And a lot of that due to the fact that people don't remember their username or passwords, or can't deal with the hassle of figuring out how exactly to make a purchase. So that instant access to personal information is really important. But it goes beyond just online. We're also in store. So at the Amazon bookstore, you can take your mobile, your smartphone, open up the Amazon app, and then there's no prices in the Amazon bookstore. So if you hold your app and you're a Prime member, it will give you different pricing. So that's a way, again, that we're looking at how to be in store. We're doing some really neat in-store pilots here in Europe as well. Another example is Kindle. And again, with that personalized content with your mobile app, again, if they know you, as you walk past the screens, they can surface different offers to you. And there's lots of neat ways in which you can use pop-up stores to change that kind of in-store experience. And then, of course, there's Alexa and the Echoes. So the way in which we're working to make it as frictionless as possible to enable purchasing other merchants' content via Alexa is something that we're really focused on as Amazon Pay. So we are here to deliver for our Amazon customers wherever they want to be in whatever channel they're looking for, whether it's online or offline. And again, based on a bedrock of trust that Amazon has built with our consumers over the last 20 years. So in this payment study, it shows that 78% of consumers say that the most important decision on where to buy online is based on trust and whether or not they trust the brand. And actually, we've just done a report with Drapers that shows that in the Drapers consumer survey, 85% of consumers say that trust is the most important factor. And for us, just to give you a couple of examples, I didn't actually bring gin up here. This is Seedlip. It is a non-alcoholic gin-based substitute. And it was created by Ben Branson, who is a farmer in Oxfordshire. And he created what he thought was an appropriate gin substitute from grass and hay. It's mighty tasty for anyone who's doing Sober October. And so basically, he wanted to be able to sell it everywhere. He wanted to be able to sell to many countries. But he just had a little website as a farmer from Oxfordshire. So he came to us, and he put Amazon Pay on his website. And his sales went through the roof. His conversion rates went up 30%. And he now exports to many countries using Seedlip. And using Seedlip and Amazon Pay. And it's not just smaller retailers who can leverage the Amazon trust. Bigger retailers like All Saints also note a 34% increase in conversion. And you might have seen us recently on Papa John's or G-Tech if you're looking for pizza or Hoovers of late. But again, using that trust and being able to leverage the Amazon brand and working in partnership together is what we're all about. So with that, the commerce identity beyond the button and trust of our 300 million consumers worldwide is what Amazon Pay is about. And thank you very much for your attention, and I hope you have a great conference today.